Hey, what's good guys? Here we are, and we're going to have a little look at patch 3.18 and Odyssey week 2 and just see exactly what is cracking. It's not the most exciting patch in the world, so, you know, but we'll just have a little look anyway. So, last week we had Foxy for a loading frame and the Steel Samurai for Sanu. This week we've got the Smite Lightning Bolt, which didn't really seem to show up for some reason, but I'm definitely going to get that one because oh sweet, it already looks pretty cool actually. Because not only does it only cost 250 and still gets you 3,500 Odyssey points, but out of the lot of them, it's actually the only one that I want. I mean, I didn't actually want this when I saw the card art, and now I've actually seen him in game. I think he looks a lot worse than the card art. I can't exactly tell you why. I think it's his face. His face looks a little bit different, a bit weird. I think his dog actually looks a bit better. I prefer his dog in game than actually on the card art, but either way, it's not something that I'm going to be spending 500 on because that's a fuckload. Equally, the same with Ao Kuang, man. Like I have a bit of an issue with this skin. I think it looks alright, and I think the dragon looks dope. The only thing that I didn't know that was going to happen is this was going to be moving so much. The fact that that orb, that emerald orb in the middle of his belt is moving so much, I think that actually looks dope. But other than that, it's such a fucking lot for such a sort of shitty looking skin, to be honest with you. Right, so if we dip out of this quickly and actually go to Ao Kuang, this is his normal skin, right? I don't know if you guys can tell, but there's really not too much difference. Then you've got his recolor, which obviously looks a little bit different because of the colors and stuff. But if we compare that to this one, I mean, these two are fucking almost identical, guys. There's almost no difference at all. In this one, he's bare. He's got a, you know, that thing on his head, and he's got something on his chest. In this one, he's bare chested, and he's got horns on his head. They're fucking identical. And if we compare that to this, I really can't see too much difference. Like the colors are the same. You know, his hair's being cut a little bit, and he's got some different stuff on his shoulders. Wait, no, he hasn't got different stuff on his shoulders. His shoulders are identical. So yeah, I just think for 500 it's such a fucking, I think it's just a waste of money. But you know, you guys might really like it, especially if you play Ao Kuang a lot, then you know, this might be really cool. Also, it gets you like, you obviously get the Odyssey points, and then you get a bonus chest as well, so you know, kind of worth it just for that maybe. But yeah, let's claim this Odyssey bonus chest. So we've got Tier Voice Pack, which is pretty shit, but that's alright. As usual, we didn't actually get the chest that we've unlocked. I mean, this happened last time with this chest. We're just not getting the chests because the low res don't understand how fucking, you know, how they're supposed to say something like, okay, you get this if you get to this much, and then you just don't. As you can see, it requires 14,000 Odyssey points. I'm on 14,700. Requires 7,000 Odyssey points. I'm on 14,700. And I haven't received either of them. I've just got a bonus chest here, and that's it. It even says, look, earned Odyssey level 4, and fuck all else. It just tells you that you've earned the level, but there's no reward for it. And as you can see, the bonus chest, Odyssey 2017 bonus chest, is this Odyssey 2000 bonus chest, which is acquired with an unlock. This is not a bonus chest. This is, oh wait, this is a bonus chest, but it should be a separate one because I just purchased something and got this for the purchase. That's why it said 1 next to it. Now it says 0. So I should get this as well, but yeah, apparently not. Apparently not. Which is fucking annoying, to be completely honest with you. Because yeah, obviously you're supposed to have it and you don't, so it's a bit retarded really. Let's equip that, and then what else have we got to look at? We got the Chinese recall, which is, oh yeah, that's in here, isn't it? Yeah, so I think you can now get to that. In fact, you can definitely get to that now, if you do the 7 quests that are now available, the Chinese Pantheon, and on top of that, buy the 1 or 2 of those skins, 2 of those skins actually, you can get up to this. But because I'm not buying the skins, and obviously I haven't done the quests yet, because you can only do one a day, then that's not going to be an option just yet. Another bonus chest that you won't receive. I mean, they really need to fix it, and I hope they really do give us the old ones back, because you just don't get them. They just don't happen. So yeah, that's kind of bullshit, but it is what it is, I guess. Low res being low res. So Chinese Pantheon, we've got pretty much the same quests. They're very down at low res. They're very inventive. They're always coming up with new stuff. So you've got 2 wins and get 2 first wins of the day. You've got 2 wins, get 2 first wins of the day. So they're identical. Deal 30k player damage and plays 1 Japanese god. Earn 30k gold. So I guess that's different. And play 2 games as Chinese god. Cool. 2 games as a mage, 2 games as a warrior, 2 games as an assassin, 2 games of joust, kill the Bull King as a team. Sweet, so that's pretty cool. Play 2 games as a hunter. So they've switched up a little bit, but yeah, I think they could have done more, to be completely honest with you. And obviously that'll be coming in 2 weeks' time. But yeah, so definitely going to get cracking on these quests, because it's free Odyssey points, which is always good. And that's about it for that. We've got the new Firelord skin for Nijar. I actually think he looks worse in game than he does on his card art, but that's often the case these days.
Back. Stepping away for a moment. Ultimate is down.
They get people really hyped with the art, and then when it comes to game, it's like, oh, okay. I mean, that doesn't look too much different to his art. I think the colours are still pretty vibrant. I just think his face and his skin and his body just look, I don't know, he just looks weird. He's a weird looking kid. But either way, if you're interested in that, that's 400, so I mean, it's not the worst. The voice pack's quite drugs as well. The Oracle chest is back as well. I don't know if that's been back for a little while or that came back recently. Except for that, I think that's about it. Oh yeah, 2 times everything this weekend, so that's Worshipper's Favour and Experience. So if you have a booster on and you're playing this weekend, then yeah, you're going to be receiving a ton of everything really. I'm not sure if that includes I can't remember what it's called now. These fantasy points, Jesus. I'm not sure if that includes fantasy points or not. If it does, then that's actually pretty cool, and you know, it could really help you get towards those last rewards if you're still heading towards them like I am. We've also got the voice packs half price sale, so 50% off all the voice packs from now, Tuesday till Thursday. So you've got 3 days to reap the rewards on that one. So that's pretty dope. And I think that's about it. As far as the actual patch notes are concerned themselves, we got a few changes. The major change is going to be to this guy and his ultimate, which basically now mesmerizes for a long period of time, a hell of a long period of time. It doesn't actually say, but I think it's 1.5, and then I think it goes up to 3 somehow. So I think you can get it up to 3 seconds if you have your passive filled, maybe. Yeah, here we go. If Cupid has max heart stacked, the mesmerized duration is doubled. So you've got a 3-second mes, which is fucking ginormous. Let alone it does actually do quite a lot of damage. So this might be getting picked up a lot these days, and I think it's something that I'm going to be playing quite a bit of, because you know, you've got to check out the meta, and I'm pretty sure he's just entered the meta. So that's really interesting. We'll have to see how that goes. As far as some other stuff goes, we have some changes to some boots. So the magical power actually hasn't changed on these boots, but the health has dropped by 150 down to 75. And the crowd control reduction has dropped from 30% to 20%. Also, every time you're damaged by an enemy god, you get a stat that provides 3, not 5, protections to both magical and physical, they stack up to 6 times, not 5 times. This lasts 6 seconds. So yeah, it now takes longer to stack up and gives you 18 of each protection as opposed to 25. You've obviously got the health dropped by half and the crowd control reduction dropped by a third. So yeah, they basically just got a really big nerf because they were fucking unbelievably strong. And then we can look at the other side. This has actually got even more of a nerf. So this is the physical side. So yeah, the power has gone down on these actually. It used to be 15, now it's 10. So the power is actually really low. The health's obviously been dropped by half. The crowd control reduction has been dropped by a third. And the passive is exactly the same. You now get 3 per hit, and that stacks up to 6 times, giving you 18 protections as opposed to 25 over 5 stacks. So yeah, that was needed, and they sorted that out, so very good. We enjoy that. We got other stuff like Void Shield. Why they needed to nerf this, I don't have a fucking clue. But yeah, it now costs an outrageous amount, 2,700. Let's just think for a sec, right? As far as items go, I can think of items that are a lot better than Void, right? Like Mystical Mail, for instance, I'd pick up before Void, almost always. You've got the exact same amount of physical protection. You've got 300 health, which is a fuckload. You don't get any power off of it, but you get a passive that deals 25 per second. So all you have to do is be within an aura of somebody. So this is picked up on warriors basically. So there's going to be a similar situation, and you're doing a shitload of damage. So yeah, there's so many items that I'd pick up before Void Shield, and it's now gone up to 2,700, which, as you can see, is the second most expensive physical item in the game, which I think is fucking nuts. But it is what it is, and they've also reduced the physical protection by 20 as well, which is pretty cracked out, because for 500 less you can get an additional 50 physical protection as well as some mana. You don't get the passive, and you don't get the physical power, but the point is I just think that's going to be dead now. So there's that. And then there's also Hydra's Lament, which has just been buffed, so now it does 40 power, which is, I think, some of the cheapest power you can pick up. Like 40 power for 2,150 is outrageously cheap. Yeah, it is the cheapest 40 power that you can pick up. I mean, obviously it's close to Masamune, but Masamune is just outrageously cheap. Yeah, so the next one's 150 more. Yeah, so this gives you 15% cooldown, which is a fuckload. And obviously the passive that increases the damage unit's basic attack by 30% after you do an ability for 8 seconds afterwards. And it also has a new passive that grants you 2.5% of your MP5. 2.5 MP5 per 10% of your missing mana. Sorry about that, just a sneeze. So yeah, I think that's pretty fucking strong now. I think it's a good item. I just think the issue is that whenever Loki picks it up, which is like his main fucking item, it's just going to be pure fucking AIDS. But it is what it is. I think that's about it for the interesting items and the ones that I think make too much difference. I think that about covers everything. I'm not sure if we said about the voice packs. Yeah, we did say about the voice pack. Yeah, so that's everything, man. It's not like the most interesting fucking patch in the world, and I think low res need to sort their shit out as always. Like, I don't know what the fuck they're thinking with this Odyssey thing. Like, it's been out for like, what is it, 2 weeks now, and they still haven't managed to get the rewards sorted. Like, I haven't received either of these chests, which is obviously fucking bullshit. So yeah, but and they're also fucking up the game with some of the shit that they're doing, in my opinion. And I think these skins are actually pretty shit for the amount of gems you're paying for them, like 500 for that. You've sort of got to be kidding me. But oh yeah, he also goes mastery skins, which we can look at really quick, and we can also go into. So yeah, they look pretty dope. And we can also go into jungle practice. Look at the emote. I fucking almost forgot that. We didn't get any skins, did we? No.
Agni.
But yeah, overall, as a whole, I think this patch was pretty shit. I think they said that the new god's coming out in the next lot, so another 2 weeks down the line, Odyssey week 3. Who I can't remember the name of. I think it's called like Kamazot, something like that. But yeah, so that should be pretty interesting. He basically looks like a bat. Obviously bats have like little claws on their wings, and then they also have feet. So technically, they sort of have 4 feet. And he sort of runs around on all 4 feet, from what I can tell. It's pretty weird. Oh, so it does go up. I wonder if we can do it like 5 seconds. I wonder if we can sprint as we do it. Okay, so we sort of got to see that. So obviously, like, yeah, an electric arc comes out of your head, and then the lightning bolt comes above. So I think that actually looks pretty alright. See if we can get another look at it. Okay, so yeah, pretty interesting. Another cool one to pick up for 250. It's actually not too bad at all, because globally emotes aren't actually that easy to get. I mean, there's a couple that you can buy on the actual store, but yeah, they're not too easy to get. So gotta get them while you can. So yeah, I was planning on buying some gems and actually buying some stuff, but there's really not much that I want, to be completely honest with you guys. And the issue is, if I buy stuff, I'll get up to 17,000 and I won't receive this chest, which will fucking tilt me, because I really thought, oh, okay, well, this one they're going to give back to me at some point. But this, they're just taking the piss with, and yeah, equally, they're going to take the piss with this one as well, because the game's obviously fucked. But do remember to log on, do remember to get your quests done, and definitely log on this weekend, because double everything is going to be fucking dope. That might include fantasy points as well, I'm not too sure. But yeah, either way, guys, have fun on Smite as always, and we'll be back in about 2 weeks to look at the next patch notes, and then eventually have a look in game and see what the crack is. Before then, I think there's going to at least be 1 or 2 episodes of Smite, because I've got my mate to start playing, so maybe we'll play a couple games with him. That should be fun. But yeah, see you later, guys. Have a good one. Peace.